as a become of engineering excellence for over a century. IEI comprise 15 engineering divisions spanning all major branches of engineering: civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics, telecommunication, computer science, chemical engineering, mining, metallurgy, agriculture, and more. Okay, with that membership of over 9 lakhs engineering and technology spread across more than 100 local centers, 18 state center, and international presence over in 99 countries. III is truly a global institute with deep Indian roots. So our local center, the Durgapur local center of III, is one of the most vibrant and active local center under West Bengal State Center. Durgapur is an basically industrial city with a rich legacy and legacy of steel, power, and manufacturing industries, alongside of a strong academic infrastructure of premium institute like NIT Durgapur, BCT, BC Roy Engineering College, and others. Provides a uniquely fertile ground of engineering professional activities. The Durgapur local center has been consistently engaged in organizing technical seminars, workshops, short-term training program like this, faculty development program, and student competition to basically bridge the gap between academic learning and the industrial application. So once again, I take this opportunity to strong encourage all the faculty members present here to consider becoming members of IEI if you are not already one. The benefits are, the several benefits are there. As for example, professional recognition. It has a IEI membership confers nationally and internationally recognized professional identities. Fellow members, MIE and AIE, have the professional, qualified professional engineers. We have IEI 5.
Please mute yourself.
5 several journal paper of IEI. Okay, so we can have the, and we have the research collaboration and grants also. Continuing education like this, different types of FDI, FTP, STTP, all are organized. So we have a continued education. So national networking membership connected all the over country. Okay, you have a opportunity to becoming in this network. Okay, award and honors. Okay, and career, also the career opportunities, eligibility of professional certificates such as chartered engineer in India. So we can provide, okay, IEI can provide the chartered engineering certificates, and we have a guest house facility over all the countries in India. So becoming a member, you can basically have the facilities to get this guest house of facility. Okay. And our student participant also have the several academic and professional benefits becoming the membership of IEI. Students enrolled in BTech, BE, and diploma program, okay, in engineering can join this IEI program. IEI membership, student membership at a very nominal annual fees. Students who could not pursue conventionally, so basically the student chapter also, IEI have student chapter on different colleges like this BCT. We have that student chapter. Okay, So it can give you the platform for technical competition, paper presentation, industrial visit, quiz contest, etc. Okay. And IEI offers various merit scholarships and prizes to outstanding students, and also provide the research grant. You can apply for research grant or career research grant for UG, PG, or PhD candidate. Okay. And also students can access the technical papers or journals of IEI. So these are the benefits. I strongly encourage all the faculty members and all the okay, to take the uh, membership of IEI. So this coming to this 5 days online STTP has been thoughtfully designed, okay, to address the rapidly involving landscape of computer science and emerging technologies that sit at the heart of India's digitally transformation. The Department of CSE, IT, and CSE IIM of this brought together a resource person and the technical
Please mute yourself.
IEEE. So I express my deepest gratitude to the principal and management of BCD Durgapur for their generous supports and head their tireless effort to organize this event. Once again, a very warm welcome to all of you. I wish this program very successful and look forward to enriched and experience 5 days ahead. Thank you, and thank you, all of you.
We thanks Dr. Das for his inspiring words of welcome. His address beautifully captured the spirit and purpose for that drives this initiative forward. Thank you, sir. It is now a moment of great honor for all of us. I most respectfully invite Sri Utkarsh Gautam, the Honorable Vice Chairman of SKSGI, our distinguished chief guest, to grace the dais and address this gathering.
Namaskar, good rising everyone. Thank you so much, Kamini ji, for handing over the mic. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of our past, current, and future participants of this short-term training program, STTTP, organized between 16th to the 20th of June. And I'd like to extend a special gratitude and token of appreciation towards, of course, IEEE, who has come forward to technically sponsor this STTP, along with Dr. Bimal Das ji, who just from IEI, Durgapur Local Center, without whom this wouldn't be possible. And last but not the least, our esteemed faculties and our students who have come forward with this curiosity to come out and learn about the new recent developments in different sectors, such as mining and also the healthcare industry, along with renewable energies that will be covered in the next couple of days. As we all know, and as Dr. Bimal Das already reiterated, the importance of coming together as a community and collaborating collectively. Without the collaboration of any community, the human civilization cannot go forward. So this is we are truly honored to be part of this milestone, where esteemed faculties and intellectuals are coming together to discuss about how technology is intervening amongst different sectors throughout India and of course abroad. And the emphasis of being a community, how Dr. Bimal Das ji just mentioned that there are over 9 lakh members throughout India and of course abroad, and there are more than 100 centers throughout India. So there's a saying in Hindi, "Boon boon se sagar banta hai." Similarly, if all the students aspiring engineers do not come together right now, then this legacy will not be able to be fulfilled for our future generations that are, that our predecessors have already fulfilled for us. So I like to request everyone to come forward and be part of the membership, as Dr. Bimal Das already mentioned, so that we can preserve our future generations to come. Alongside that, I like to acknowledge our esteemed speakers who will be covering a diversity of topics, which would be very beneficial for the upcoming engineering students and, of course, our already existing faculties throughout India. How technology is playing a very crucial role in all these industries, and specifically the topics which are covered in the next 5 days are very close to our group, SKS group, because we also have multiple hospitals. So there'll be a key taking for us from all these topics, alongside the geolocation of our institute, which is Durgapur, which is the mining and industrial hub. So it'll be very adventurous to hear about how technology is changing the things and AI is changing the things for different sectors, and how us engineers and the community of engineers can contribute to all these marvelous sectors for the future generations. So I like to, of course, thank everyone again for listening to this great, conversation of intellectuals. And I like to pass over the mic to Kamniji again. Thank you so much.
We are deeply grateful to Utkarsh Gautam for his motivational and visionary address. His words will undoubtedly inspire all the participants throughout this training program. We sincerely thank him for sparing his valuable time with us today. Thank you, sir. Now, I have the immense pleasure of inviting our esteemed guest of honors, Dr. Professor Santanu Kole, the respective principal of DCET Durgapur, to deliver the keynote address and providing an introduction to the STTP. Sir, please.
Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry. First of all, I'm right now I'm at hospital, so I'm not opening my video. So never. It is my privilege and honor to welcome you all to this 5-day online short-term training program jointly organized by the Institution of Engineers India, Durgapur Local Center, and the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Information Technology, and Computer Science and Engineering AIML of Bengal College of Engineering and Technology, with technical from IEEE ETS Kolkata chapter. In today's rapidly evolving technological landscape, continuous learning has become an essential requirement rather than an option. Emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, science, cybersecurity, semiconductor technologies, and intelligent computing are transforming industries, research methodology, educational practices. Programs such as this STTP provide an excellent platform for the academicians, researchers, industry professionals, and students to update their knowledge and acquire practical insights into recent technological advancements. I sincerely appreciate the efforts of the Institution of Engineers India, Durgapur, taking this initiative to organize the program. I also extend my gratitude to Kolkata chapter for the valuable technical sponsorship and support. Professional bodies and academical institutions significantly contribute to strengthening technical education and research culture. At DCET Durgapur, we strongly believe that innovation, research, and lifelong learning are the pillars of academic excellence. We continuously encourage our faculty members and students to participate in knowledge sharing activities, research collaborations, patent development, and skill enhancement programs. I am confident that this STTP will provide participants with valuable exposure to contemporary developments and inspire them to pursue innovative research and process growth. Over the next 5 days, participants will have the opportunity to interact with eminent experts and gain insights into cutting edge technologies and emerging research trends. I encourage to actively participate in the technical session, engage in meaningful discussions, and make the best use of this learning experience. I once again congratulate organizing committee for their dedicated efforts in arranging this program and wish the success. I also wish all enriching learning experiences and hope that the knowledge gained during this will contribute significantly to their academic, research, and professional endeavors. Thank you all. Jai Bharat.
A heartfelt thank you to Professor Kole. His address has set a wonderful academic foundation for the 5 days ahead. We are truly privileged to have his guidance and blessings for this program. With this, let us start with, as we approach to the conclusion of today's inaugural ceremony, now I would like to invite Dr. Anup Kumar Mandal, Honorary Secretary of IEI Durgapur Local Center, to present the vote of thanks on the behalf of the institution and the organizing committee. Sir, please.
Thank you, Kamini ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Respected Chief Guest, Sri Utkarsh Gautam, Honorable Vice Chairman of SKSGI, Guest of Honor Professor Santanu Kole, Principal BCET, distinguished speaker, esteemed participants, members of Institute of Engineers, faculty members, students, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Institution of Engineers Durgapur Local Center, it is my privilege and pleasure to propose the vote of thanks at the conclusion of this inaugural session of the 5 days online short-term training course program on artificial intelligence and machine learning. I express my sincere gratitude to our chief guest, Sri Utkarsh Gautamji, for his inspiring address and valuable insights. And as he mentioned, the need of academic and collaboration with the other organizations, industry. I also extend heartfelt thanks to our guest of honor, Professor Santanu Kole, for his enlightening keynote address and words of encouragement. My special thanks to Dr. Santanu Modak, coordinator of the STTP, for his dedication in planning and organizing this program and for providing an excellent overview of the training session. I am deeply grateful to our chairman, Dr. Bimal Das, for his welcome address and details, sharing the details about the IEI, the activities of the IEI. And I also, and for the encouragement of the students and faculty members to become the member of IEI. I extend my appreciation to all the distinguished resource persons, mainly who will who will share their expertise during this 5 days program, starting from Engineer Chandan Kumar Barik, MD, Anvi Anaya Power Consulting Private Limited, Anand Kumar, Senior Manager, Instrumentation DSP, SAIL, Dr. Manas Chandra, Principal MSIT, Professor Angsuman Sarkar, Kolani Government Engineering College, Dr. Tushar Kanti Bera of NIT Durgapur, Dr. Papia Devnath, of Techno International Newtown, Dr. Aritra Acharya from Kolani Government Engineering College, Dr. Arpan Desai of RCC-IIT, Dr. Pranav Hajra from Narula Institute of Technology, and finally Dr. Arindam Vishas from Kazi Nazrul University, who will share their thoughts in this topic in upcoming 5 days. I'm confident that the participant will greatly benefit from their knowledge in this and experience. My sincere thanks are also due to all organizing committee members, session hosts, session chairs, technical support team, faculty members, students, participants. We look forward to fruitful deliberations and meaningful learnings during the coming sessions. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Mandal, for such a warm and heartfelt vote of thanks. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to all our honorable guests for gracing this occasion with their wisdom and presence. We also thank the entire organizing team, the departments of CSE, IT, CSE, AIML of BCET Durgapur, and the IEI Durgapur Local Center for their tireless efforts in bringing this program together. We wish all the participants a highly productive, enriching, and rewarding learning experience over this next 5 days. May this program open new horizons of knowledge and opportunities for each of you. Thank you. Jai Hind. Now, let us begin with the first session. And for this, we have with us the resource person, that is Engineer Chandan Kumar Barik. Engineer Chandan Kumar Barik is the Managing Director of Avni Anya Power Consulting Private Limited, Calicut, Orissa. He has 19 years experience in energy efficiency, technical feasibility report, energy audit, and safety audit related to conservation and non-conservation energy. Professional experience, he has done BE in electrical engineering from Biju Patnaik University of Technology, Orissa in the year of 2016, obtained master degree in the power engineering in the year of 2015 from Jadavpur University, Kolkata, West Bengal. Next, he has done the post-diploma in industrial safety from SCTE and VT, Government of Orissa in the year 2023. He is also continuing MBA in Finance and Marketing in Biju Patnaik in University of Technology, Orissa. Currently, he is pursuing PhD in the Department of Energy Studies, Jadavpur University, Kolkata. He has published 5 IEEE papers, including 1 journal. He has done near about 50 MWP renewable energy projects, including grid-connected solar PV system, solar pump, solar off-grid system.
Kamini madam, certainly you are muted. Please.
Last one.
Yes, audible.
He has done near about 50 MWP renewable energy projects, including grid-connected solar PV system, solar pump, solar off-grid system in the state of Orissa, West Bengal, and Chhattisgarh from various government and private projects. Apart from this, he has completed more than 100 numbers of energy and safety audits for the industries as well as domestic sectors as per BEE Energy Audits Policy. He is also an MPhil faculty of NPTI Durgapur, FICCI Bhubaneswar chapter, SDA Orissa, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, Sikkim, and Meghalaya. He has been awarded as the best vendor for the PM Surya Ghar in the year of 2024 by the Energy Department, Government of Orissa. His goal is to reduce the carbon emission and make our environment green, clean, and sustainable. Thank you, sir. You can begin with. Chandan sir?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Yes,
Shall
sir.
I start now?
Yes, sir, you may start.
Yes, sir. Yes. Madam, is it visible?
No, sir. Sir, the screen is not shared, sir, the presentation screen.
My screen. Sajal sir. Sajal sir.
Yes. Yes,
Please
sir.
allow me. Sir, is it visible? No, 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 sir. No. Sir, I called you on WhatsApp. You please show me what happened there. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, is it visible?
No, sir.
No, sir. You please pick the phone WhatsApp and show me.
Yes, sir.
I think some problem is there.
One thing, sir, just 1 minute. I am sharing my slide just to share. That will better.
Sajal sir, maybe some problem is there because here it is so you are not allowed to share your screen.
Santan sir,
Chandan sir, can you try once more?
yes, yes.
Click the left arrow, share screen, then click on entire screen. A minute. Entire screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Sajal sir, pin this screen to everyone.
Is it visible?
Yeah, visible. Sajal sir, please pin.
Visible, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So thank you. Good morning, everyone. I am very thankful to the Department of IT, Computer, Electrical of BCT as well as IEEE Durgapur chapter. Definitely it is a pride and privilege for me. I have given an opportunity to share my work experience, present scenario, and the valuable topic that is renewable energy. So as you know, we are running behind green energy. Madam, is it clearly audible? Any problem?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes. This is a emerging topic because we are working for this area since 18 years. So nowadays we can say this topic is valuable for students, researchers, and working professional in practical life, because we have already achieved 185 gigawatt green energy by 2025. So this is a really big achievement, as well as central, for the state, for the country of India. Now we are in position that is third position. In solar, we have possessed third position. In wind, we have possessed fourth position. So this is a really great achievement for all Indian. Really, this is a proud moment. As we know, we are suffering a lot of crisis due to the huge use of fossil fuel. You know, fossil fuel which emits toxic gases to the environment, like SO2, NO2, CO2, CO. And you know, day by day, the demand is increasing. To mitigate this demand, we have to go through renewable energy, that is known as green energy. So green energy, that is a new concept that is purely clean in nature. You know, it is eco-friendly. Eco-friendly means you can use in everywhere. That is infinite in nature. You can say that is inexhaustible. So we know from our 7th or 8th standard that the sources are generally two types: conventional sources and non-conventional. We are talking about non-conventional energy sources. Means it is clearly available in the atmosphere, the environment. Only the task is we have to harness the energy. So no doubt, this is very, you can say that is cheap in nature, but harnessing cost, that is little bit difficult, costly in nature. Initial investment is more, no doubt. For any renewable energy, we can say we have to know initial investment is more. And no doubt, there is no running cost. Running cost means there is eco-friendly, green energy, clean energy. Only the thing is that is demerits is, you have to know, that is intermittent in nature. Intermittent means that is not reliable. You only depend upon the climatic condition. If the climate condition will be higher, the climate condition will be clean, that we can generate how to get solar power from any solar PV plants. That is the real, little bit problem in case of any renewable energy, because it depends upon the climatic condition. Suppose if we discuss about what is the definition of renewable energy, what is the non-renewable energy. So we can say here, madam, am I audible? Any problem? Hello? Hello?
No, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Your voice is audible, sir.
Okay. So,
Yes,
the
you are
definition of-
audible.
yes, the definition of renewable and non-renewable energy sources. A renewable sources is source which can be used repeatedly and replaced naturally. New resources may include goods or commodities such as paper and leather. Non-renewable energies comes from sources that will run out or will not be replenished in our lifetimes, or even in many lifetimes. Example: coal, petrol, diesel, nuclear energy. So we can say here, renewable energy that is perennial in nature, which will be replenished again and again, and that is abundant, that is inexhaustive. But if we talk about I mean, that is now, I mean, non-renewable energy. But if you talk about renewable energy, that is finite in nature. After some years, it will complete vanished from our environment. That is a big headache. So, what is the condition of coal, petrol, diesel, and nuclear energy? That is purely, you can say, that is non-renewable energy. So now we have to run for renewable energy that is abundant, that is infinite in nature. And now we shall discuss about what are the types of renewable energy sources. And that is biomass, bioenergy, organic matter for thousands of years. Ever since people started burning wood to cook food, that is known as biogas, tidal energy, wind energy, geothermal, radiant, hydroelectricity, then solar energy, ocean thermal energy conversion, that is fuel cell. So these are the energy sources which are renewable in nature. It is, that is infinite in nature. It will replenish again and again. It is completely available in our environment. Only we have to harness this type of energy. And now we will discuss about only solar energy, because solar energy, that is a very popular energy nowadays. We are using. All of you know about PM Suryaghar. We are availing subsidy from central government using PM Suryaghar. Some state in India, they are also providing state subsidy as well as central subsidy. Up to 3 kilowatt system, a consumer can avail 1,38,000 subsidy. So just to think, the system is how much popular, that is encouraging. So we have to go through solar. We have to save the climate. We have to save the environment. Now we'll discuss about types of, solar energy. Types of solar energy. Before going to types of solar energy, that is solar thermal system and solar PV system. But I will tell about what the composition, the materials which are used generally in solar PV systems. The materials which are used for this purpose must have band gap close to 1.5 electron volt. Commonly used materials are silicon, germanium, silicon. And the criteria for materials to be used in solar cells must have band gap from 1 eV to 1.8 eV. It must have high optical absorption, must have high electrical conductivity. Lastly, the raw material must be available in abundance. The cost of the material must be low. So now you have to know the advantage and disadvantage of solar cell. Solar cell have a big advantage. No pollution associated with it. It must last for a long time. No maintenance cost. So big advantage, no pollution, eco-friendly. It must last for a long time. So nowadays we are using solar cells. The lifetime is 25 to 30 years. Just imagine. There is no running cost, environmental free, no maintenance cost, no pollution. Again, the longevity is 25 to 30 years. And what are the disadvantages? I have already discussed. It is a high cost of installation. Means initial investment is more. It is low efficiency. Nowadays, the research and development is going on how to improve the solar panel, how to improve the solar battery. Only about the efficiency. So it is low efficiency. During cloudy day, the energy cannot be produced. And also at night, we will not get any solar energy. That is the biggest disadvantage of solar cell. If we go to uses of solar generation systems, it may be used to charge batteries, used in light meters. It is used to power calculators and wristwatches. It can be used for spacecraft to provide electrical energy. Have you heard about Mission Mangalam? Mission Mangalam film or cinema or movie, we have seen that. Which are the spacecraft which will go to any space, the fuel is that is solar energy. So purely that is solar energy. Solar energy means if you go to any space, you are getting solar energy in free. So if we use in a systematic manner, then we can harness the solar energy from the solar cells, the solar PV cells. This is the simple working principle for solar PV cells. A solar cell is known as photovoltaic cell. It is defined as an electrical device which converts light energy to electrical energy through the photovoltaic effect. A solar cell is basically PN junction diode. Here, this is the basic diagram or schematic diagram for a solar PV cells. Such as current, voltage, and resistance vary when exposed to light. Individual solar cell combined module, which are commonly known as solar panels. These solar cells, that is having capacity open circuit voltage is 0.5 to 0.6 volt. When it combined to larger solar panels, we can get the desired input voltage. That is known as renewable energy can be generated if we will combine for larger solar panels. So here that is electron and hole. The simple thing, whenever the light will fall across the solar panels, the light energy which will be converted to electrical energy. The simple principle as per hole, as per PV cells, electrical light energy to electrical energy through the photovoltaic effect means PV effect. The solar cells generally works. This is the VI characteristics of a solar cells. As you know, from renewable energy sources, any books like B.H. Khan, R.C. Singhal, simple thing that is VI characteristics of solar cells. So what is the significance of VI characteristics? No, that is nothing but for this particular point, that is MPPT, maximum power point tracking device. At this particular point, we will get the maximum power. Definitely we know power is the combination of voltage and current. At this particular point, particular area, we can get the maximum power. So this is essential. Nowadays we are using MPPT inverter. Previously we are using, that is PWM inverter. If you go to any solar shop or any consultancy, they will suggest to install MPPT inverter. So what is the advantage? The advantage is to get more and more power for this particular solar panels. Our efficiency will be maximum, our generation will be more. So if we go through MPPT inverter, MPPT technology, we can generate more and more power. Simple thing here, in case of x-axis that is voltage, in case of y that is current. For this particular area, we are getting Vmax, that is known as maximum power per tracking. And the graph has been designed across, that is short circuit current and open circuit voltage of the solar panels. So that is MPPT, maximum power point tracking method. So this is the oldest data or old data I have collected. India's 2022 renewable energy target. Solar, that is 20 gigawatt utility scale solar projects, 30 gigawatt rooftop solar projects, again 30 gigawatt ultra mega park solar project. Total near about 100 gigawatt. And from wind, that is 60 gigawatt, and from biomass, that is near about 10 gigawatt. Small hydel projects, that is 5 gigawatt. Small hydel project, the MNRE is giving more priority or more emphasis on small hydel projects, because if you consider about fountain and canal area or small reservoir, you can generate electricity in the terms of that is small hydel projects. So biomass is nothing but it is the crop residue, that is jungle residue, means wastage product from the jungles or forest. If you will burn such type of product, you can generate adequate electricity. That is known as biomass, then wind and solar. So already we have achieved 175 gigawatt up to 2023-24. Already we have achieved. So that is a best performance from MNRE as well as Ministry of Power. They have already achieved. So in case of PM Surjagar, now in case of PM Surjagar, our target is we have to connect 1 crore domestic consumer, and that is 500 gigawatt solar power. That is the greatest achievement, and we have achieved near about 30% out of the total demand. So, like that is Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, and Odisha. They are in tough player. They have already achieved, such as Gujarat also. Next, we'll discuss about such type of institution or organization who are supporting, promoting, exploiting such type of energy. Like to support the ministry, there are 5 organizations consisting of 3 autonomous bodies. Following organization serves as the technical focal point of research and development in solar energy. Like NICE, National Institute of Solar Energy, located in Gurgaon, Haryana. Like NIW, National Institute of Wind Energy, located at Chennai, Tamil Nadu. National Institute of Bioenergy, which is located in Kapurthala, Punjab. So these are the agencies, the organization, they are promoting renewable energy continuously. They are making popularize renewable energy. So the POC, Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency, IREDA, which is situated in Gurgaon, Haryana, it serves as the non-banking financial sector and the administrative control of the Ministry of provide terms loans for renewable energy and energy efficiency projects. POC such SECI, Solar Energy Corporation of India, located at Gurgaon, Haryana, it functions as the implementing and executing arm of National Solar Mission and own projects. Department of Hydro and Renewable Energy, that is, that is formally, that is IIT Roorkee, Alternate Hydro Energy Center. Indian Institute of Technology Roorkee provides technical support for small hydropower development. So in case of Odisha, like in every state, you can find. Sir, any difficulty?
Dr. Abhijit Chakraborty, do you have any question?
Sir, any question?
Otherwise, please mute yourself.
Okay. State level nodal agency, in case of every state, you will find state nodal center. In case of Odisha Renewable Energy and Development Agency. In case of West Bengal State Renewable Energy and Development Agency, you can find their work is to promote the renewable energy. They will monitor the renewable energy plan, action, and project. In SDA, in case of every state, you can find a SDA, State Designated Agency. State Designated Agency, that is under B, Bureau of Energy Efficiency. Basically, they are monitoring the industrial solar project, energy efficiency project to reduce the carbon emission, carbon footprint. And now we'll go to the core area that is known as types of solar energy. Types of solar energy.
Dr. Abhijit Chakraborty, please mute yourself.
2 types of solar energy. I've already told you, photovoltaic technology directly converts sunlight into electricity. Solar thermal technology, harnessing its heat, the different technology, both tap the sun's energy locally in a large scale solar farms. Solar thermal technology.
Sajal sir, please mute Dr. Abhijit Chakraborty.
Which
Sajal sir,
captures
please mute.
the sun's heat. So now you have to remember, solar energy is only 2 types. That is solar thermal energy and solar PV system. If we discuss about solar thermal system, there are many. There are 3 primary solar thermal technology based on 3 ways: concentrated solar energy, solar parabolic plants, solar tower power plants, solar dish power plants. The mirror used in these power plants are normally constructed from glass, although other techniques are being explored. If we go to, South state like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, you will find that is known as solar thermal collector, solar heater, heating system. No doubt, if you will see or look at the roof of the roof of their house, definitely you will find solar thermal system. Nothing but using the solar energy, you can heat the normal cold water. The simple energy you can use in case of that is winter season. Also, you can use for bathing purpose, for cooking purpose. In case of any medical sterilizing of injection, they want hot water. So using solar thermal technology, we can use solar power plant, solar disk power plant, and solar water heater. And now our attractive system or point or technology that is very popular, that is known as types of solar photovoltaic system, that is known as solar PV system, means photovoltaic system, whichever we are using in case of any industry, in case of any petrol pump, educational institution, government building, solar pump, solar street light, solar tree, solar off-grid system, solar on-grid system, solar hybrid system. What is the basic technology? What is the principle? What is the construction? What are the apparatus required? What is the government policy? What is the government permission you have to take in? So now we'll discuss. So generally, solar photovoltaic system are classified into three categories: solar off-grid system, solar on-grid system, and solar hybrid system. Basically, for student, the concept is very fundamental. The concept is very genuine. The concept is very essential for the student and the researchers. Without knowing the fundamental things, we cannot proceed for big projects. For making the big projects, we have to know the small things in a beautiful manner. That is the motto, that is the objective of any researcher. So that is, first of all, we'll discuss about solar off-grid system. If we talk about off-grid system, it's nothing but a battery is present here. Definition with the diagram of off-grid system: types of photovoltaic system provides electricity in situations where utility power is not available. It is called as also stand-alone system. So what do you mean by stand-alone systems? Stand-alone system means battery is present here. That is purely independent of local grid. Purely independent of local grid means if the grid failures, no doubt we can enjoy and we can use such type of solar power plant. That is known as solar off-grid system. So that is, solar panel is present here. That is the charge controller, battery bank, there is the inverter, optional generator, that is house. For every house, we can use solar off-grid system. Suppose we are residing in the remote area. We are residing in mountain area. We are residing in hill area. Wherever there is certain problem of finding local grid or grid network, then what we have to do? We have to go through solar off-grid system. The simple connection is you have to connect the solar panels with the charge controller. The battery is present here. Inverter. You know the basic function of inverter is to convert from DC energy or DC power to AC power. Simple things we can use in our house purposes, in any load. So definitely it will be helpful in night. It will be helpful whenever the power failures occurs. This is the complete diagram. This is the complete circuit diagram or the basic diagram or block diagram of solar off-grid system. Off means independent of grid, independent local grid. So this is why it is known as battery backup systems. Now we'll go through solar on-grid system. Solar on-grid system or solar power PV systems that only generate power when the utility power grid is available. You can send excess power generated back to the grid when you are overproducing, so you credit it for later use. Just you look at the figure. This is important because one day we will install the solar on-grid system to avail PM Surya Ghar scheme sponsored by central government as well as state government. So simple concept, whenever the more we can generate electricity from the solar, and whenever the grid power is available, only we can use the solar power in the daytime. The condition is we can use the solar power in the daytime whenever the utility grid power is available. The condition is the battery is absent. Whenever any power failure occurs in the local grid or across the local grid, we cannot use the solar power. That is the biggest drawback of solar on-grid system. Solar on-grid system is also called as solar grid tied-up system. The grid tied-up system means in the net metering scheme, we have commissioned the project, and we have also get the central government subsidy amount. That is why purely that is depend upon the grid. So grid permission is required whenever we will install the solar power. Grid permission is mandatory. That is known as net metering agreement. That is net meter. Also, it is called as bi-directional meter, because in case of our old system, whenever we will use, generally we are using the old system, only the power flow takes place from grid to consumer end, or grid to load. But in case of after installing the solar on-grid system, now we'll consider a prosumer. Prosumer means we are the generator as well as consumer. Means excess electricity we can also feedback sell to the grid. Suppose I am a consumer, I have installed solar. This is the schematic diagram for solar on-grid system. Please look at this figure. This is very important. Here is photovoltaic panel. There is a grid tie inverter. That is solar generation and AC disconnected switch. Okay. So now you just see this figure. That is yellow line and green line. That is the customer load, distribution panel, the net meter, that is a transformer, that is the grid. Suppose I am a consumer. I have installed 3 kilowatt solar rooftop power plant, and for the 5 days I am going to Goa, summer vacation. So what will happen in the daytime? Suppose the grid power is available, we can generate solar power, no doubt. So there is no consumption from our side, from our customer side. Then what will happen? The excess power which will go to the grid. That is the advantage of solar on-grid system. Means in case of net metering technology, there is no consume of solar power, means it will go to the grid. The simple things in the net metering scheme, whenever you will pay the electricity bill to the DISCOM, then what will happen? A minus B principle. A means whatever the energy we have taken from the grid. B means whatever the energy, excess solar energy, we have given to the grid. A minus B. In the A minus B principle, net, power that is suppose 20 units or 30 units. Only we have to pay 20 units. Suppose we have utilized 300 units from grid. We have given to the grid that is 200 units from solar energy. Only 100 unit you have to pay to the DISCOM as per your slab, as per your unit price. So just to think, just to analyze, the system is purely, that is known as power saving nature. Means excess grid, electricity. If you will add any connection, that is AC, geyser, pump, then you can save electricity up to a large extent. Saving up electricity means saving up money. Saving up money means saving to the environment. So this is a purely, that is the green energy, the clean energy. We can save the electricity up to a large extent. Now we'll proceed to solar hybrid systems. So you know that is the combination of solar on-grid system and solar off-grid system, that is known as solar hybrid system. Solar hybrid power system are hybrid power system that combine solar power from a photovoltaic system and other power generating energy sources. so that we take dual combination, so we can take the maximum benefit from solar hybrid systems. So whenever the power failure occurs across the local grid, we can take the advantage from the battery. Suppose in case of cloudy atmosphere or cloudy condition, whenever there is no generation, also we can take the solar power, grid power from the grid. That is the biggest combination. We can take the maximum or optimum advantage from solar hybrid systems. So simple, normal way we can say the combination of solar on-grid system and solar off-grid system. So that is very good question. What is the function of charge controller? Charge controller is nothing but it is charge regulator or battery regulator. Limits the rate at which the current is added to a drain from electric batteries. It prevents overcharging and may protect against overvoltage, which can reduce battery performance or lifespan and may pose a safety risk. You know, we have already discussed that is known as MPPT charge controller. MPPT method can extract maximum available power from the PV module. This can increase the tracking efficiency. Nowadays also we are using tracking technology. If you see any video in the Western country, German, that is France, in case of southern country, South Africa and North Africa, they are using, that is solar tracker. In case of solar tracker, you can gain or you can extract more solar energy because wherever the sunlight, the tracker will move according to the movement or the direction. So if your energy is the greatest in winter, typically in most homes, and we have cold winter weather, then you can gain a substantial boost in energy, which you need in the most. So now discuss what are the advantage, what are the disadvantage. So mostly the grid system will allow us to have more savings because it is efficient. It offers net metering and it requires a low cost of equipment and installation. It does not require the use of batteries, which are usually expensive. Since there is no batteries, maintenance cost is very minimum. Overall, the grid type of system is cheap to install and keep. Now we have to remember, solar on-grid system which requires very less maintenance because battery is absent. Purely it depends upon the grid connectivity or the grid system or grid condition. If the grid power is available, then we can avail solar power. In case of only daytime, so solar off-grid system means a better option for homes with no access to the grid, where we are facing the accessibility of the grid, local grid. Then we can connect solar off-grid system. Our homes becomes energy sufficient. Okay. So in case of that is a remote area, hilly area, if we consider that is for our defense system, they have connected so many solar off-grid system. In case of any remote area, they take the benefit of solar system in the daytime as well as nighttime. So solar hybrid system, that is a combination of solar on-grid and off-grid. We're getting solar hybrid systems more economical than off-grid system. It is a promising system and a good transition system to smart grids of the future for the future. So that is purely costly nature because it is a combination of solar on-grid and off-grid systems, that is solar hybrid systems. So if we'll go through any project, if we'll think about any project, then what do you have to do? At the process now we'll discuss the planning, flow chart and scaling up. Preliminary development, early stage project development, identify and ensure feasibility. Preliminary engineering, participate in tender and quotation work order from authority. Project development, design and development, prepare BOM. BOM means bill of materials. But the SLD here, SLD means single line diagrams. SLD is the complete layout or the configuration of electrical chart or electrical equipments from start to end. That is known as electrical distribution system also. Structure design approval from respective authority. So we are the EPC EPC means engineering, procurement, and construction. If you will become any consultant or EPC or contractor or installer or developer, you have sufficient knowledge about engineering, procurement, and construction. Without knowing engineering, procurement, and construction, you cannot proceed. You cannot be a well developer or a good developer or good consultant. So you should have a knowledge about procurement, construction, and engineering. Financial closing, technical and financial closing, applying ED exemption. ED means electricity duty exemption from MNRE, execute legal agreement and commercial and financial documents. This is very essential. Whenever we will complete any big solar projects, we have to know about the ED exemption, financial documents, legal agreement, because the project is for 25 to 30 years. It's a long time project. So we have to know about the legal agreements, commercial and financial documents, ED exemption, why, and the type of, that is the procedure for financial closing. So authorization and pre-construction, detail engineering with technical and financial reporting requirements, meet requirements for government incentive. For PM Suryaghar, we are getting up to 1,38,000. Wherever the state government as well as central government are providing subsidy to any domestic consumer. Okay. So construction and commissioning, construction, planning and project management, procurement means sourcing, negotiation and scheduling of solar components, local community outreach is needed, operational maintenance, billing, back office and other administrative function, continue asset or power optimization and service. So these are the procedure. The types of model, if I discuss, the general there are two types, known as CAPEX and OPEX. CAPEX means capital expenditure, OPEX means operational expenditure. Suppose I am a customer, I want to install a solar power plant. If I will hire any vendor and I have to invest all the amount, so definitely these model are known as CAPEX model. Suppose I am an industry user, I am an industry, I want to install solar project without any upfront investment. Then in case of OPEX or ESCO model, I can complete my project. So no capital investment from your business, design and build, we customize the system as per our rooftop and install our quality solar power plant. Maintenance done by developer, sell your cheaper solar power as compared to grid electricity. Okay, that is the model. We have installed a such type of solar power plant for a educational institution which is situated in Dhenkanal, Odisha. We have installed 125 kilowatt solar power plant. In case of OPEX, OPEX means operational expenditure. RESCO means Renewable Energy Service Company model. So installed capacity was 125 kilowatt. Unit generation, that is, you have to know, for 1 kilowatt solar power PV system, heavy capacity to generate 4 units per day. So 125 into 4 means minimum 4 units per day, 500 units per day. So average grid tariff was 6.6. In case of PPA agreement, they have done the agreement in case of 4.45. So net profit per unit tariff is 1.75. Just imagine, my existing tariff is 6.6. I have done an PPA agreement with any developer. I will pay only 4.45 unit price. Then what is my net profit? 1.75. Just to imagine, I will install for a long time, 25 years. There is no upfront investment. Only I have given the space or the location to install the solar power plants. That is known as lease basis model. Lease basis model. So definitely, I am in profit stage. I can gain up to 1.75 rupees per unit. So that is a small project we have installed in 2018 in Odisha. That is MNRE phase 2. The customer, Mr. Kiranwala Patra, already she has availed 18,000 per kilowatt subsidy from the MNRE scheme. So these are the 3 kilowatt solar power plant which is situated in Cuttack, Odisha. So why I have tested this figure? To see this figure, now we have to know about what is the basic foundation, what is the basic structure of 3 kilowatts And that is purely, if the wind velocity will be more than 150 kilometer per hour, I am suggesting you, I am giving you guarantee. So no damage will take place. For the structure and the panels, we have installed since 2018. So these are the net metering, or initially the meter has been dismantled. We have installed the net meter, and that is the inverter, that is the wari, and they can take the benefit or save electricity of a large extent. They have installed 3 kilowatt system, means per day they are generating 12 units per day. So definitely they are saving electricity of a large extent because they have installed solar on-grid power plant in phase 2 scheme. That is known as grid tied up solar power plant. Okay, so if we consider, or if we talk about solar dual pump, now we have to know solar pump is the wonderful as well as most benefited application of solar energy. Means if we put any open area, that is farm area, that is private property, so you can take the benefit, the longevity, that is 25 years. We can lift the power from any borewell, open well, or submersible pump. It works like another pump set, with the only difference being solar energy used instead of non-renewable energy for its operation. When sunlight falls on the solar panels, it produces a direct current which then feeds the motors to pump out the water. So motor and pump concept, that is the VFD, means variable frequency drive, means pump controller. A variable frequency drive is a type of motor controller that drives an electric motor by varying the frequency and voltage of its power supply. So what it does, generally VFD, which runs the pump or motor. Without VFD, we cannot run the pump. Okay, so VFD is necessary auxiliary device to run the solar pump. Okay, so nowadays, in case of any hamlet area, or in case of any community area, or in case of any remote area where there is a crisis of hand pump, we can install solar pump drinking water system. So from 7 a.m. up to 5 p.m., we can use the water using solar energy. That is the best application. That is DAY1-SESSION, the government scheme. This is the purely government scheme. In case of any private beneficiary, also they can install. You can install the solar drinking water system, drinking water project. That is very smooth. There is no maintenance cost. That is eco-friendly. That is the green energy. That is the clean energy. We can get continuous drinking water from the borewell, open well, or hand pump during only daytime. Okay, so these are the street light, solar street light. We are using solar street light from various segments, that is 9 watt up to 100 watt or 120 watt. The basic structure, there is no maintenance cost. Only you have to maintain, or you have to clean the solar panels, because dust deposition, which impacts or which blocks 60% of the solar power. So only panel cleaning is necessary. So you can take the benefit at the night time. Solar sensor has been set up inside the luminary. From 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. the light will glow for 12 hours. That is the biggest benefited scheme for solar power. Solar street light comprise which absorb the solar energy during the daytime. The photovoltaic cells convert solar energy into electrical energy, which is stored in the battery. At the night time, the lamp start automatically, and it consumes the electricity stored in the battery. So using sensor, the light will glow from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Then that is solar tree, solar water heater. Already we have discussed. So in this 1 hour lecture, I want to highlight the use of solar energy, the promotion, the achievement of MNRE, as well as state renewable energy agency, and what is the benefit, the use of green power, what is the benefit of green power, that is known as clean power. And you know, the climatic condition and the environment condition is going to deteriorate day by day. So we have to go through solar power or renewable energy power so that we can save the environment, we can save our earth without zero defect and zero effect. So my objective is we have to promote the solar energy across the globe, across the country, across the state. So this is the best slogan. गांव गांव बिजली, घर घर प्रकाश, अक्षय ऊर्जा से देश विकास. So अक्षय ऊर्जा means that is renewable energy. अक्षय ऊर्जा, that is completely, which will not replenish it in nature, it will replenish again and again, which will be filled again and again. That is why it is known as parallel in nature. We can use for 25 years or 30 years as per our demand, as per our type of system, that is solar thermal system or solar PV system. And I will definitely say a little bit maintenance, only the initial investment is more, less maintenance cost, and climatic, that is, is eco-friendly. So hopefully, if we use the non-renewable energy, that is clean energy, or solar energy, that is Akshay Urja, then we can mitigate our environmental crisis for a long term. So within 1 hour, my talk, I want to emphasize on green energy. As I am connected with so many solar projects, I have done more and more, so near about 100 solar power projects as a consultancy, as a developer, as an installer. So you can help. I can help you for a long time. If you will face any difficulties during the installation, during making DPR, or all types of solar activity or electrical project activity, you can contact me, no issue. So thank you to everybody, because I have to go NPTI Durgapur. I have a plan to go to Sasaram. My boss is at 3:30 p.m. We have a plan, we have a program on tomorrow at Sasaram, Bihar, regarding RDSS program. So due to shortage of time, so I want to conclude my lecture right now. Thank you everybody. Any question?
Yes, some questions are there. Yeah, one by one, sir. Sir, first question we received that what is the fundamental difference between renewable and non-renewable energy resources?
Sir, I have already told you, renewable sources are, that is, which will be replenished again and again, which is infinite in nature, which is inexhaustible. अगर मैं कहूँ ये कभी घटेगा नहीं, कभी ये मतलब सरेगा नहीं, it is continuously available. जब तक हमारा सूरज है तब तक हम उसको हार्नेस कर सकते हैं. What is the meaning of conventional? Conventional means it is finite. After some years, after 30 years or 35 years, coal, petrol, diesel, that will completely abolished from our earth. कुछ दिन के बाद ये टोटल खत्म हो जाएगा, लेकिन ये कभी खत्म ही नहीं होगा. ये फिर सबसे बड़ा जो है इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, इसमें ये क्लीन एनर्जी है, ग्रीन एनर्जी, इको फ्रेंडली है. जैसे हम उसको यूज करते हैं कन्वेंशनल एनर्जी, उसमें टॉक्सिक गैसेस लाइक CO2, NO2, CO, ये हमारा जो एनवायरनमेंट है उसको खत्म कर देता है. लाइक वी आर सफरिंग abnormal temperature, adverse climatic condition, depletion of ozone layer. Like if we use renewable energy, that is purely green in nature and clean in nature, उसमें कुछ नहीं होगा, उसमें zero effect, zero defect, ताकि that is known as sustainable energy. We can survive up to a long term or up a long period.
Or one question we take 1 minute. Okay, we had so many questions. So, what was the India's 2022 renewable energy target, and how was it distributed?
Yes, India's renewable energy target 175 gigawatt. Already we have achieved 100 gigawatt. That is from solar utility scale. Solar utility scale means solar rooftop, solar park, solar, thermal energy. That is solar pump. That is the combination of cumulative, that is adding of solar energy, starting from solar rooftop to solar park to solar thermal system, solar pumping system. Okay, and already we have achieved 100 gigawatt. If we consider about PM Suryagar, it is the domestic consumer application. We are installing 3 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt, up to 5 kilowatt or 10 kilowatt. So which belong solar utility scale solar project. You know that is in Reva, that is in Madhya Pradesh. So more than we have installed more than 100, 2 gigawatt, 3 gigawatt big solar power plant. That is known as solar park. So which belong to solar utility scale solar projects. Okay, already we have achieved. Our target was 175 gigawatt. 1 gigawatt is equal to 1000 megawatt. Already we have achieved. I am thankful to our Honorable PM Narendra Modi. We have already achieved. That is why we are in third position in global in solar energy.
Okay, sir, thank you for the nice session. So, hope participants enjoy too much. Over to you, Kamini Madam.
Thank you, sir, for this informative session, sir. Hope we will be collaborating soon in the future with you, and we will be learning more ways how to preserve our energy, our electricity, and hope that this should spread all over the not only India, but this should spread all over the world, and we can surely use the maximum power of solar energy. Thank you, sir. With this, we come to the end of the first session, and for the students, we will be starting the second session for day 1 at 3 p.m. sharp. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank you,
participants.
ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sajal sir, please post the link to YouTube chat box also. Thank you, Chandan sir. All participants, please leave the session.
Okay, ma'am. I left this session.